Mark Civitarese. I'm affiliated with The Unseen, Tenebrae, and Pizza. First punk show I ever went to. Shit. I want to say the Bruisers. I think they played with the August Spies at the Rat. A couple years ago, a company made an Unseen skateboard. And it was a logo off our first record cover, and it was just really fucking cool to have that on a skateboard. I kept one. I have it displayed in my house. And, you know, I mean, being in a band, you know, you obviously make stickers, t-shirts, beer koozies, but, you know, to have, like, your logo on a skateboard is pretty cool. It was Hooligan Skateboards was the company. I don't know if they're still around. Black Flag, original. Well, I mean, no, I wouldn't say original. Black Flag in the 80s. Or the Misfits in the 80s. I can't pick one. Skate picture would have to be just, it wasn't actually a photograph, it was just a mental picture. First time we played with US Bombs, and we played at a skate park up in Western Mass, and just watching Duane Peters skate around with all the skaters. We're coming, we're riding, skating, we're flying, we're flying. Like, sticks in my mind as a mental picture. Whew, best punk band of all time. I'm gonna have to say, it's probably, you can edit out if it's too long of a pause. I am gonna have to say best punk band of all time, Minor Threat. Really generic, but I actually heard the first Minor Threat record last night at a club for the first time probably in about 8-9 years, and I was just like, wow, fucking teenagers playing punk rock, sloppy, amazing. I know it sounds dumb, but I'm gonna say Duane Peters. Because I know him. I've toured with him a few times, and it's just he's a perfect example of a total fucking punk rocker, skateboarder, like nonconformist, you know, and to me that's just fucking awesome. Oof, best punk singer of all time. I'm gonna have to pick a few. I'm gonna say Danzig. Glenn Danzig, his stuff with the Misfits, whether it was the slow melodic stuff or the later like thrash Earth AD stuff, and then even the Samhain, which is, you know, I guess post-punk, but you know, amazing. Then I'm gonna say Choke from Slapshot. Not that he's even really a good singer, but great frontman, and Wattie from The Exploited. Those are probably my favorite frontmen. Metallica, Zorlac Skateboard. Because I was super into the band and that's why I bought the skateboard. Best show I ever saw. Best show I ever saw, I'm gonna say we played, my band The Unseen played with Conflict in California. I want to say it was probably 98, 99. So, you know, they were kind of doing their return, but they were just fucking amazing. They sounded just like the record. Same, you know, original singer, original drummer. They had a guy from Broken Bones playing bass for them, and they just fucking killed it. And it was we played with them in California and LA, and the place just erupted when they played. Get off the internet, stop playing video games, get out of the house, and you know, support your scene. You know, any sort of underground movement, whatever you're into, whether it's punk rock, hardcore, skateboarding, fucking whatever you're into. It's just, I mean, maybe I'm wrong because I'm a little older now, and maybe I just don't see where these kids are. But it just seems like, especially with like punk rock and hardcore music, over the last like 10 years, it just seems like there's a real decline in it. And you know, in bands that are playing, like, you know, younger kids starting, you know, like punk rock or skinhead or hardcore bands, and the attendance at the shows, it seems like when I was a kid, there's a lot of really young kids going to the shows, and now it seems like there isn't. It's like I see people that I've known for 20 years at shows, whether it's in Boston where I live, or New York City where I've been to a bunch of times, or, you know, even like California. So I know this kid's still into it because I see them liking pages on Facebook, or, you know, making posts and tweets, and, you know, taking a picture of a Discharge record on Instagram. But it's like, fucking go to a show. Coolest motherfucker of the week. Some people know who he is. His name is Jimmy Fowle. He was in a punk band called Public Nuisance from New York City, and I loved that band growing up as a kid. Had like fucking all their records, and I actually just ran into him in Beverly, Massachusetts, at this little bar we're playing, and he seems to be doing really well for himself. Not really playing too much music anymore. He's got a family and a job, and it was just totally random and surprising, and it was really cool to run into him. I didn't expect it at all. I just ran into him inside, and yeah, so he's my coolest motherfucker of the week. Perfect punk record. That's a tough one. Misfits or FAD. To me, it's flawless. Perfect combination of like punk rock, hardcore, thrash. I love the recording quality. The songs are short. It's just all out go, except for Die Die My Darling, which you can tell is a different recording session, but that still is great. But yeah, Earth AD, my favorite flawless punk record. Best thing about being in a band, obviously, is the usually the time you're on stage performing, but more so, I'm going to say the fact that I have not had to really buy clothes probably for like fucking 15 years. I got this for free, this Bad Religion hoodie. I've had it for 10 years. I've gotten free Vans for the last 10 years. Winter hats. Most hardcore bands make winter hats, and shorts. I haven't had to buy shorts, or, you know, basically my wardrobe's free. So I'm gonna have to say that's one of the best things about being in the band. Worst thing about being in the band, being on tour for a long period of time and having no money, and being thousands of miles away from home and broke. One of my favorite album covers, even though sometimes people say that it's kind of a very similar to Minor Threat's record cover, is Rancid, Out Come the Wolves. It's simple, it's grainy, black and white with a red logo, just a picture of Lars sitting down, his head down. It's just, to me, it's just like a fucking really cool record cover. Alright, a good Duane Peters story. I should have a few because I've actually toured with them a few times, but my favorite Duane Peters story is something that doesn't involve me at all, or my band. But a friend of mine It was in the Dropkick Murphys, actually. They were on tour years ago with US Bombs, or maybe it was the Huns, I'm not sure. And they had a day off. I remember the story. They were in Virginia Beach, and my buddy said that Duane was like, yeah, you know, meet me at this bar, don't worry about it, you know, or he sent them a message, hey, meet me, I'm on the corner of this street and that street. So he goes in, and he's like, dude, I don't have any money. You know, he's like, I'm not getting any money for a few more days. And Duane was like, don't fucking worry about it, dude. I got you covered. No big deal. So my buddy's like, so, you know, we drank for probably a good 6-7 hours. And then we get up to go and leave, and we get our bill, and Duane says, I don't have any money. And he's like, dude, you fucking told me, you told me this was on you. And he just started laughing. He's like, what are they going to do to us? You know? And basically, long story short, the guy came over and basically found out they had no money, and then Duane offered to work off the debt, apparently washing dishes and cleaning the place, and the guy just basically told him to get the fuck out of there, and that was it.
Turn my mind.